We'll take you live now to New York City. Ridership is down with funding dwindling. Public transportation in America's cities facing a post-COVID crisis as many remote workers continue to refuse to come back to the office full-time. New York City's subway system is running at fraction of its normal capacity. So what does this mean for other nation cities? National correspondent Mike Carter is live in Manhattan subway station with more. Mike, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Emma. That's right. New York City is now fully prepared for 1 in 3 subway riders, strap hangers, to never return to full-time commuting after the pandemic, potentially blowing a $9 billion hole in the MTA's budget. Service cuts, fare hikes, and layoffs, well, they're not unique to New York City, as cities across the country now are wondering what the future of public transportation will look like. New York's subway system, once the envy of the modern world.
The Nose Against the Glass Committee reports, tracks clear, Empire State rising.
But those days are long gone. Over the last few years, COVID lockdowns and violent crime has driven hundreds of thousands of riders out of the city, many for good.
But people being shoved into the trains, that gets you concerned.
And it's not just in New York. In many cities across America today, public transit has turned from a point of pride to a public disgrace. In Los Angeles, violent crime has caused many riders to stay away post-pandemic. In Philadelphia's subway system, transit passageways have turned into homeless encampments.
Everything is going on down there.
Meanwhile, Chicago's L train is running at roughly half of its 2019 ridership. In San Francisco, ridership on the Bay Area Rail Transit, or BART, has dwindled to roughly 1/3 of its pre-COVID capacity. While in Washington, Metro riders have gone from roughly 1 million people a day on weekdays before the pandemic to just half that amount now. Population decline in America's biggest cities over the last few years has, of course, aided in diminished ridership. But so too has the stigma of crime.
As the train pulled into the Chambers Street station, the men got off. Griffin was hitting his head with the sheath of a sword, and the ninja suit wearing suspect took off running.
I mean, if you got a ninja outfit on and you're running around with a sword, you know, swinging at people, I mean, something is wrong.
Emergency COVID money was able to help cities keep their transit systems afloat during the pandemic. And while last year's infrastructure bill will provide some aid for future projects, some city leaders fear if ridership doesn't increase, many of these systems could end up coming to a screeching halt. And crime in New York City's subway system in 2022 rose 30% over the year before. That even outpaced the city in general, which saw a rise in violent crime of 22%. New York City Mayor Eric Adams, well, he's employed more than 1,000 police officers to the subway systems over the last year. But as you can imagine, overtime for those officers, that costs money. The MTA is losing money. The city in general right now, the future for what public transportation means, very much in doubt. Guys?
Always be aware of your surroundings. Mike Carter joining us live with the story there in Manhattan. Mike, thank you.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. Your retirement funds are being threatened with even more losses from record inflation, recession, and skyrocketing interest rates. Fortunately, the highly trained specialists at American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. If you call them right now as a special offer, they will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order, so don't wait. Call 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532.